Hello, all Aquarius, sun, moons, and risings. Welcome to your horoscope for this Gemini season, which is from May 21st to June 20th of this year, 2018. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on in the sky. As we already know, the sun is in Gemini. The moon transits through all 12 signs as the season goes through. But just to note, there is a full moon on the 29th of May in Sagittarius, and then we're going to have our new moon in June in Gemini. So Mercury is in Taurus. It will move into Gemini on May the 29th, and then it moves again on June the 12th into Cancer. Venus is currently in Cancer. It moves into Leo on June the 13th. Mars is in Aquarius. Jupiter is in Scorpio. Saturn is in Capricorn. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces. And Pluto is in Capricorn. So with that being said, we'll get into your horoscope. First, we'll check into what's being initiated, started, or renewed in your life, Aquarius, for this Gemini season. And then we will address some of the obstacles that will be on your path as you transit through this Gemini season so that you can prepare for those obstacles and overcome them, because we want to be victorious in all that we do. So, enough of me chatting away. Let's get into your horoscope, Aquarius. So for you, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising, what's being initiated or renewed in your life during this Gemini season is that a lot of you guys have been working on something for the past 4 months, and it's now finally ready to be revealed. Or if you have already revealed it, you are going to see the results of your effort and receive the fruits of your labor. So some of you are tightening up your inner circle and using newly found knowledge about certain people in your life to decide where to place them in your life. A lot of you are entering the second leg of your spiritual journey, so there's excitement because it feels refreshing and new. Most of you are taking on a new project, and we all are experiencing a new burst of energy. Many of you will end up reinventing yourself, giving yourself a new look or style of doing something, which is really cool. And also, a lot of you had to mentally reset after going through an emotional storm. You are realigning yourself and giving yourself a spiritual cleansing as a form of self-forgiveness, as well as forgiveness to others. You had to free yourself of certain past hurts in order to move forward with mental and emotional stability. So many of you have done or will, get in touch with nature and, provide some much needed nourishment to your body, whether it's eating healthier foods or drinking more water or getting more rest or spending more time in meditation. Whatever it is, you're taking on what you need to take on to give that nourishment to your body. Now, as far as major obstacles that you will find along the path as we transit through this Gemini season, all you Aquarius out there, staying focused is going to be quite difficult during this season. Staying focused on your aspirations and your goals in life is going to be difficult because there will be a lot of distractions coming from fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone with a fiery energy. Whatever it is, they're distracting you with love, going out hanging with them, being in a loving relationship with them, whatever it is, it's a distraction. Friendships could possibly be a distraction if you have a friend who's possibly like a Leo or an Aries. They might want you to come out and do some stuff with them, but you know you have work to do. So these distractions, and it could be anything too. It can be social engagements that people invite you to, that you know, okay, I got this other responsibility that I need to take care of, that, you know, conflicts on the same date. So you have to choose. You have to say, okay, what are my top priorities, my top responsibilities, and can I fit this in? If you can't, then don't allow that to be a distraction. Don't allow that to be an obstacle. You can actually easily remove that obstacle by simply saying, I can't make it this time around. Maybe next time. Oh, now I'm getting distractions. Okay, hold on one second. Anyways, so just know, be aware that your luck will be slightly off during this season. So make sure that you don't gamble in any capacity, okay? Not, you don't have to go to a casino to gamble. There's plenty of other ways that you can gamble in life. So don't do it. Do everything with clear intentions and always have a plan. Strategize before making any move. Don't just leave it to chance, because like I said, your luck is going to be slightly off during this season. Also, you might find it difficult to keep your integrity and stay positive during this season, just because of the energies that are around. And I always like to think of Obatala when I'm faced with those type of difficulties of dealing with a lot of negativity, a lot of things that really push my buttons and test my patience. I like to think of Obatala because he's a god of the white cloth, and he's always dressed in white from head to toe. My God, all these messages. I thought I had that on silent. Anyways, he's always dressed in white from head to toe. And this is for various reasons. But one of the main reasons why he wears white is to preserve his compassion and universal love for other people, and to always keep this in the forefront of his mind. There's a Pataki in which Eshu, who's his son, his kind of like adopted son, his shoe kind of soils or gets his clothes dirty. And you know, Abatsla could have easily got really angry, really frustrated, really mad, but then very quickly he remembers to stay humble, to stay positive, to stay loving, and to stay forgiving, because we all make mistakes. You know, the white symbolizes being pure and being clean. And we all have moments in which we soil that, you know, and we have to ask for forgiveness. We have to ask to be cleansed and cleaned of the things that a religious person would call a sin. Because we all sin, right? And we fall short. And Obatala, by wearing that white, it's always a reminder that there will be moments where we fall short, where we can't keep our clothes as white as we want them to be, where it might not even be our fault. It might be somebody else who soils our clothes, or our white cloth, or our purity. But it's okay. It's okay. You will have another chance to cleanse that cloth and to be clean again and to move forward. So don't get frustrated and angry and mad at the person. Be forgiving, be loving, be compassionate. Okay? Be compassionate. Show compassion to those around you, because they might not be where you are at right now. And it's all good. Accidents happen. Anyhow, you know, show your growth by showing compassion and dealing with your frustration and your anger, or other people's frustration and other people's angers, in a compassionate way. Also, be aware that there may be some disputes over money or personal possessions. So be ready to handle those disputes in the best way possible, because they will arise. Either you owe some people some money, or other people owe you some money, or maybe someone takes something from you. It could happen in any type of way, shape, or form. Just know that a dispute may arise over money or personal possessions. And how will you deal with it? And I know you'll do just fine. You know, communicating with love and respect, right? So also be aware that, yes, I know, Aquarius, you are very knowledgeable. You're very, very knowledgeable, and you have much knowledge to give the world. But, when trying to give guidance to someone who's not quite receptive at the very moment, they might be perceiving you in a way in which they think that you think that you're a know-it-all, or they might think that you're being very prideful, very like, yeah, yeah, I'm the shit. And that's not you. That's not how you feel, but that's how they perceive it. So don't be upset if people don't take your guidance, take your word. It is what it is. Just listen to spirit and be guided by, your higher self. When you feel led to give advice or spread some type of guidance or knowledge, then give it, spread it. But if you're not feeling led to do so, you might know something, but if you're not feeling led to give any information, just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself. The world will go on. Don't worry. They will get it eventually. um, you may have to let some people go, or at least realize that certain people that you thought you had an alliance with are actually not on your team. So it may come to a point where you have to figure out how to part ways amicably. And I know you can do that. Um, because you're going to see who your true friends are and what alliances you actually have. Like I said, for Pisces, very similar. The veil is being lifted. You're going to be able to see through the fog clearly and see people for who they truly are. Yeah, and you're just remember that you are receiving an inheritance this season. You are receiving an inheritance or a great increase in your finances, and you're going to see profits, major profits in your business if you have a business or anything like that. And this, of course, will raise your social status, and with that, rise in social status, it may cause some people to show, the little green monster and be kind of jealous of you and your success. And you might not even be satisfied with where you're at right now. You might even want to go take it further. Either way, remember to be happy where you're at. You can always go forward. You can always move to higher status and just higher planes in life. But um, at each plane, at each plateau, at each point in your life, you should have a moment where you're just being thankful and just showing your gratitude and just being satisfied and happy for where you're at this current moment. It does not mean that you will become content in that place, in that status. That's not what it means. It's just saying, I'm so happy I made it here. It's like being at the middle of the mountain. You still got another half to climb, but you can take a moment just to look around you and go, yes, I'm almost there, and I feel good. I feel good because I made it halfway up. Take that moment and congratulate yourself, okay? You doing it. You doing it, Aquarius. So anyways, my last message to all my fellow brothers and sisters out there of the Aqua team. Remember, you have embarked on a new unknown path. And of course, there will be feelings of uncertainty, but remain confident in your abilities. You may be an apprentice as far as life experience and notoriety goes, but you have lifetimes worth of wisdom. You are a prodigy, so trust that you have all that it takes to be victorious. All right, y'all. Until the next time, I love you and keep trailblazing on. Peace.